welcome to my channel. If this is your first time of clicking, thank you so much for clicking and also watching this video. Since this is my first video for the year 2024, I want to say Happy New Year to all my subscribers and my followers and everyone that would click and also watch this video. Thank you so much. Now, I want to start this video by saying that so many people have called me concerning this particular video I'll be doing today, and it has to do with the N1A visa, or it's called permanent residence visa or permit. Now, this N1A visa is a type of visa or residence permit. Like I said, I can use it interchangeably. Is a residence permit that is indefinite. So that means it's valid for as long as your passport validity. So if your passport is valid for 5 years, for as long as your passport is valid, the permit in it is valid. So if for any reason your passport expires, then you have to start the process all over again. Now, this N1A visa or permanent residence can be issued to who are those that are eligible for it or qualify. So the spouses of Nigerian citizens. Remember, Nigerian citizens. So either you're a man or a woman married to Nigerian citizens, you qualify to apply for this N1A resident permit. So instead of taking visa all the time to travel with your spouse to Nigeria, you can go for this one. And also a class of investors also qualify to get this N1A visa. That is determined by the Nigerian Immigration Service and the federal government. But certain investors qualify to apply for this residence permit, and also Nigerians at birth and their relatives also qualify. And what do I mean? You know, sometimes some Nigerians, naturalize in certain countries, and those countries do not allow dual citizenship. So in that case, this residence permit is appropriate for you, because instead of taking visas frequently all the time traveling to Nigeria, I think this suits you very, very well. So you just apply for this permanent residence permit so that you can travel to Nigeria as many times as you want, as long as it's valid. So that is it. And I would want us to also note that there are certain requirements that you have to provide when applying for this permanent residence permit, the N1A. You need to, of course, fill the form, you make the payments in the mission of residence, that is in the embassy in the country where you're resident. So if, for example, if you're in Sweden, then you have to apply through the embassy, Nigerian embassy in Sweden. Now, you have to fill the form, of course, make all the necessary payments. Your spouse, the Nigerian spouse, will have to write a letter of application and also attach a copy of his or her valid Nigerian passport. And of course, most importantly, the marriage certificate. So the marriage certificate has to be either authenticated or legalized before you use it. So now you gather all these things and you make the application. I will be showing us in the system how you're going to do that application, because many people tell me, Confidence, I don't see the N1A in the rundown of different visas in the system. Yes, but I'm going to show you the visa you're going to pick, and then when you pick that visa, when you apply through the mission is going to issue you a 90 days entry into Nigeria, and then you're going to take the documents, because all the documents you're going to be providing, you're going to make 4 copies of everything. 4 copies of your form, 4 copies of your marriage certificate, 4 copies of every document that is required for this application. You're going to make 4 copies of everything, and you submit it to the embassy where you're resident. And after processing the visa, the embassy is going to give you back 3 copies of all those things, which you will now take to Nigeria with a 90 days entry visa. When you get to Nigeria, you have to visit the Nigerian immigration office where you are, probably in Abuja or Lagos. And when you get there, they're going to now regularize it and now give you the permanent residence visa or permit. But some people ask me, am I going to pay again? Well, I can't answer that question, but to the best, from what I've gathered, most likely you may be asked to pay some certain fees also in Nigeria. So just prepare that. Prepare for that. Prepare for that. So we'll go straight to the system, and I'm going to be showing you how you can apply for the N1A visa as a spouse of a Nigerian seeking for a permanent resident permit. Don't go anywhere. So here we are now. We are in the portal of the Nigerian Immigration Services. So you see the visa.immigration.gov.ng. So that's where we'll be logging into to make this application. Okay, so then we're going to sign in. I'm going to sign in. So you click sign in, and it brings us here. And so you see you have two channels through which you can log in, either using the your Google account or OpenID. So I'm going to go for the Google account. So I'm trying to log in. Okay, there you go. So I'm here. So you see it has my name on the corner there. So you see here, it now says, you see here it says create application, book appointment. So I'm going to click create a new application. So I click that, create a new application. And it brings me to this very first page that has to do with nationality and visa details. So you see there, this is step 1. So here, I'm going to pick nationality. Let's say Sweden. Okay. Passport type is a standard passport. I don't have a diplomatic passport, so it's a standard passport. And then visa type. So now I'm going to pick STR visa. You see, you're going to pick STR visa because the visa we are asking for is going to be regularized, because this STR means subject to regularization. So you are going to pick STR visa. And then it says visa class. Now, here we go. So there are so many, but I'll show you the one you're going to pick. You see, there are so many of them, so many. We're going to be picking R2A. See here? There are so many of them, but we're going for the R. There are different kinds of STR visas, so many of them. But we're going for the R2A. Because if you go through these list of STR visas, you're not going to find the N1A. I don't know if it was erroneously omitted or what, for whatever reason, I don't know. But so what you should do is to pick the R2A. Okay, so when you pick that, country is still Sweden. Say Sweden. But I just want you to know that even if you picked R2A, that when the mission issues you the visa, they're going to write N1A. They won't write R2A. They will write N1A there. Okay. So, and then here you have the mission. I'm going to pick, it's already there, Stockholm. Okay. So it shows me as a Swede, for example, how much I'll be paying. But I want you to note here is the payment without the commission charge. Commission charge is normally 20 USD for visas. So, okay, so it shows me here as a Swede, I'll be paying this without the admin charge or the commission. So I say here, continue. Okay, so then you just continue. This is a place where you're going to put all your details. You fill your name, you upload your picture. You just follow this information. You just follow it. You see it, you fill all of this up. You need to fill all of this. This is the second step. And you are going to fill all of this. You fill all this up and upload. Remember, you have to upload your picture here. When you click here, it shows you this page where you're going to upload a picture, most likely from the system you're using. So you have to make sure that you have a good picture in the system that you're using to make the application. Okay, so you're going to fill all of this. You fill all of this, and assuming I've filled all of this, now all I need to do is to say continue. So when you continue, it's going to take you to the third step, which will require you to fill your reference in Nigeria. So that is where you're going to put now your spouse information and what have you, and that's it. And then when you're done, you are going to save, and then you save, and then you proceed to payment. So that's basically it. It's not difficult. But remember that when you make this application, that you are required to provide a letter from your Nigerian spouse, copy of your marriage certificate, which is authenticated or legalized, sometimes by a notary, lawyer, or you take it to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the country that issued you that wedding certificate. And you also need to attach a valid copy of your husband's or your wife's passport. So that's basically it. I will be putting all these requirements in the description box. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it's beneficial to you or someone out there. Thank you so much for staying with me and for watching. I'm grateful once again. Happy New Year, and please do share the video, like, subscribe. Thank you very much. Until the next video, take care and stay safe.